We got 10 minutes of gameplay, so we got a lot to go through. So in terms of the story, now we know that Peter and Miles are looking for Dr. Connors, which is the lizard, and looking for him because they need his help to cure Harry, who's like dying. He's sick. We knew this from the first game, the first Spider-Man game. So it seems like Peter went to go see if Dr. Connors was at his house in Queens. Yeah, they finally added Queens to the game, but he wasn't there. So later he finds out that Dr. Connors is somewhere in Harlem, so he lets Miles know, and he goes to take care of it. Also, they're kind of in a hurry because Craven the Hunter is also going after the lizard for some reason. Honestly, I thought he'd be going after Miles and Peter, but guess he had to change the plans. Oh yeah, and at this point in the game, Peter already has the symbiote on him, and it seems like he's already gotten used to it because he's doing some nasty combos with it. I don't know how long he's had the symbiote for or how far along he will get it, but it hasn't been long enough to the point where Miles knows, because in this gameplay, in this 10 minutes, he actually finds out that Peter has the symbiote on him, but it seems he doesn't really know what it is. So he's had it long enough that he has experience with it, but not long enough to the point where he's overly aggressive. But you will see little amounts of aggression here and there, kind of towards Miles, and just in general, not really exactly towards Miles, but the symbiote just makes you overall a more aggressive person, right? So yeah, for right now, Peter's alright, but sooner or later he's gonna succumb to all that rage and anger, and Miles is gonna have to fight him. Oh yeah, I just want to mention Genki's back. Miles' best friend that was in his game. He's here helping them out like he was with Miles. You know, he's in the tech and all, so he was able to hijack one of Craven's people's drones, and now he's just using it to work with them. So yeah, I think that's about it for the story, unless I missed something, but that's pretty much what I gathered from this whole gameplay part. If I missed anything, just let me know in the comments. But yeah, for gameplay, we saw a lot. We've seen a lot of new moves. We saw the Venom powers in work. Not Miles, it's the symbiote powers, I should say, not Venom. We saw new traversal moves, like there's a super slingshot move that used to be in the old Spider-Man games that they brought back finally. They got the webbed wings that you can use to glide for both Peter and Miles. In terms of combat, we saw that we can finally double silent perch takedown. So, you know, before it's always one single person you'd have to do, but now you can actually do two people at a time. Who knows, you might be able to do more than that. You can also create your own webbed line to walk across, like when you're doing stealth and stuff. And it seems like they finally put in like an actual parry or counter attack. So like, you know, in Arkham games, when you're punching somebody and somebody punches you, you have to press like triangle to counter and then punch. In this game, you can do the same thing with Miles's Venom powers and with the symbiote with Peter. Also, just something to note, it seems like the parry or counter attacks from Miles when he uses his Venom powers are blue, because if you remember in his game in 2020, his Venom powers are orange, and it seems like he still has them. I just think for countering and parrying attacks, it'll be blue, even for some other specific attacks. Like he had like a Kamehameha attack that was blue, just blue electricity. But it seems like he still has the orange Venom, because at the end of the gameplay he used it. I saw it. He used it on like a drone to make it blow up or something. Maybe I'm wrong and I'm just making a mistake, and they just wanted to make his Venom powers blue like in the Into the Spider-Verse movies. I don't know, maybe even in the comics his electricity is blue. I also feel like we have a lot more of a variation of attacks in this game than we had in the previous ones. Like when Peter was using the symbiote powers, like there's like two wheels on the bottom of the screen that have specific weapons tied to them, I think, and it seems like you can just choose from whichever one you want. And of course, it probably has a like a recharge time, or you just have to build up focus like you usually do in these games. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the rundown for this whole gameplay thing. It was something else, man. We still didn't get an official release date, which I kind of thought we would, but we know it's fall 2023. They said it again, but most likely it'll be September or October. Actually, it might be November too, because Miles Morales did around that time. So at most we have like 6 months, right? But if it's gonna follow in the footsteps of the first Spider-Man PS4, then we got about 4 months to go, which is kind of surprising. Like 4 months and no pre-orders are out yet. But honestly, that's probably a good thing, probably for the best, just in case they need to push it back. You know, fix up the game, polish it a little bit more, which I don't think they will, but you never know, so it's good to have some leeway. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think of this gameplay. I'm sure everybody has something good to say, because I haven't seen a single negative comment. Like, I'm so serious when I say I haven't seen a single negative comment about this gameplay so far. So yeah, like the video if you like, subscribe. See you in the next one.